Hello guys, it's time to review Who's Harry Crumb. So this movie is it's a funny movie. It isn't as great as the John Candy classics, but it's still a pretty fun and entertaining movie. This movie is one of his other movies they released. It isn't really that well received, 27% Rotten Tomatoes and 5.9 on IMDb. But I still thought that found there was still it still had its enjoyment. It still had its funny moments in this movie. It still had its great parts in the movie the but it isn't Uncle Buck, it isn't The Great Outdoors, which are the two movies that I talk about. I'm not gonna say Planes, Trains, and Automobiles because someone is gonna bring up how amazing Planes, Trains, and Automobiles is and how it is the greatest movie of all time. It was funny, it was still a good movie, but I don't think it's his greatest movie of all time. That's my opinion. I still think it's a good movie. Not gonna downplay that movie in any way. But isn't his greatest movie of all time. Time time. But Who's Harry Crumb is another comedy classic, not as great as the other two, but and even Planes, Trains, and Automobiles as well. That I think that movie is also better. But this movie is good. It's funny. It's entertaining. There's really nothing really else I have to explain this movie. I don't want to spoil the movie, but it's very similar to another movie called Tommy Boy as well. And it's also very similar to Johnny English as well. So if you have seen those movies, this movie is gonna probably be very similar to those types of movies. These, but instead it's John Candy, and of course John Candy is a pretty good comedian actor. Sadly, he died too early. We same thing a lot of other great comedians. Yins, they go sometimes they go too early. And especially when John Candy was making a lot of funny movies. Who knows how many more masterpieces he could have made if he was around for another 2 decades or so. I'm just gonna say, but yeah, that's basically about Who's Harry Crumb. It's a funny and hilarious and amazing movie. No, not amazing movie. It's a funny and good movie. Not amazing. Amazing means it's higher than 8 out of 10. But that's basically about Who's Harry Crumb. Don't really need to explain it much further. And yeah, this is a short review. Goodbye.